Good, good last week, year 4. This is your last maths video for, year 4. This week is going to be very different to what we're used to doing. I'm going to be asking some questions that you need to answer as we go along. It's going to be stuff that you have learnt over the course of year 4, and I've also snuck in a few year 5 criteria stuff just to get you going ready for year 5 next year. As you can see, I'm on holiday already, loving life by the sea. Bring on the summer holidays, but of course we've got this one more video to go through. So I'm going to share the screen with you and you can see what I am going through. So this video, there'll be a series of questions and you just have to answer as you go along. You can write them down if you want. We're going to start with what will you need to do for Monday. So these are Monday's questions. Can you subtract 90 from 100? So you can call that out or you can write it down on a piece of paper. That's entirely up to you. And we'll go for the answer now is 10. Next question. What is the total of 80 and 15? And again, you can write this down or you can shout it out of the screen, whatever. The answer to that is 95. How much less is 12 than 50? So how much less is 12 than 50? And 38 is the answer there. And what is half of 80? That is 40. This last one, I do believe the animation's gone a bit squiffy. So what is next in the pattern? So we're actually giving you the answer, but what's the next? So we've got 32, 30, 28, 26. It goes 24, 22, 20, 18, 16. What are the next numbers, do you think? And you can write them down. Okay, hopefully the numbers you came up with were 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and then 0. Going down in twos. Okay, here we have a number. I would like you firstly to read this number out aloud so that everyone can hear you. The number is 2,975. What is the value of the digit 9? So hopefully you've written down what the value is. It's 100. That 9 represents 9 hundredths. What is 1,000 more than this number? Quickly write it down. You don't need long. 1,000 more of this number is 3,975. What is 20 less? What is 20 less? Hopefully your answer should be 2,955. Just going down the tens by 2. Okay, good, right. Now this one, I quite like this one. You're going to have a series of questions up on the screen. There's going to be a missing number. The missing number is the same for every single number sentence. You need to figure out what that number is. So something plus 87 is 100. 87 plus something is 100. 100 take away something is 87, and 100 take away 87 is something. What number is missing? And it's the same number for all of them. It has to be the same number. Hopefully you put 13, so well done for that. Now, what is this shape? Have a little think. Yeah, so what is this shape? Think about how many faces this shape has. How many vertices does it have? That means how many corners. And then think of an object that is very similar to the shape. So you can pause the video here and have a think about that. I'm now going to go through the answers with you. So this shape is actually called a cylinder. It's a 3-dimensional shape we've got how many faces? We actually have 3 faces on the cylinder. We've got one at the circular one at the top, a circular one at the bottom, and then we have if you were to flatten this out, it would look more like a rectangle, and a curved face going all the way around to join the top and the bottom together. Now, vertices, some people get a little bit confused here. They think that a cylinder actually has 2 vertices because it's where they think that where the top and the bottom join the middle. So for these bits here, if you follow my mouse, and this bit here, people think that they're vertices. Vertices is where things meet at corners. Yeah. So there are no corners here. So therefore, the cylinder does not have any vertices. So that should be 0. And a common shape, well, you could take a mug, a cup. Yeah, that's my daughter's, by the way, not mine. I don't like Paw Patrol. Yeah, or a tin of baked beans, or something like that. Tin of soup. Okay, next question. Write this fraction as a decimal. Write this fraction as a decimal. So we've got half a cylinder, half a circle. What is half a circle as a fraction and as a decimal? Pause the video. All right, you can unpause, or if you haven't unpaused, I'm going to give the answer now. 1/2 is a half. As a decimal, that's 0.5. Okay, what time is it? Check the time. What is it? Now, these ones I can't actually go through the answers with you, but these are questions you can ask yourself. So have a look at the clock, or have a look at a watch, wherever it is you can see the time. Think to yourself, what time will it be in 35 minutes? What was the time half an hour ago? What time was it 24 hours ago? And how long is it until you go home from school? Or if you're already at home, obviously, how long is it until you go to bed or when you next go to school? So you can change that, that last question to suit what you need. Okay, now this is something that we've looked at, but fairly new. So here is a bar chart. We've got temperature going up the side and days of the week at the bottom. Which day was the temperature at its lowest? And the answer, what was the temperature on Tuesday? And on Saturday, the temperature was 10 degrees higher than Monday. So what was the temperature on Saturday? So 3 questions, pause the video. I'm going to go through the answers now. So the temperature, the lowest, you just have a look at the bars. Which one's the smallest? It was Monday. That was the day the temperature was lowest. What was the temperature on Tuesday? We go up and it's maybe about 16 or 17 degrees Celsius. I'll accept that. On Saturday, it was 10 degrees higher than what it was on Monday. So we need to add 10 to this. So the temperature on Saturday was 25 degrees. Okay, here we've got some word problems. Mrs. Bacon had a box of 40 pencils. She gave one to each in her child in her class. There were 12 left in the box. How many children were there in her class? Pause the video. I'm going to do the answer now. The answer is 28. You had to do 40, take away 12. Sorry, Miss Bacon had a box of 40 pencils. She gave one to each child. There were 12 left in her box. Sorry, that should be 38. No, you're right, 28. Sorry, what am I talking about? 40 take away 12 is 28. Oh, having a memory lapse here. Okay, good. So well done if you got that correct. The next question. She then gave half of the remaining pencils to another class. How many are left now? Pause the video. Let's go through the answers. So we know that she had 12 remaining left. So what's half of 12? It's 6. And then the next question. She gave 4 more away as prizes. How many more pencils does she need to give her class another pencil each? Pause the video. I'm now going to do the answer. So if she gave 4 away as a prize, that means now she's only got 2 pencils left. But how many more does she need to give her class so they all have another pencil each? Well, she's got 2, she needs another 26. Okay, now we go on to Tuesday's problems. Quite a few there to go through. I'll try and make this a little bit quicker. So add these numbers together. 30, 40, and 10. Pause the video. The answer is now coming, which is 80. Take 88 away from 92. Again, pause the video because the answer is going to be coming. It's 4. And how much more is 92 than 50? Pause the video because I'm going to give the answer. It's 42. And can you share 102 between 2? Pause the video, please. I'm going to give the answer now, which is, that's not correct. It should be 51. Excuse the mistake there. That should be 51. What's the next one in the pattern? So we've got 112, 102, 92, 82, 72. It should be 62, 52, 42. Okay, read this number out aloud. It's 5,824. What is the value of the digit 2? The value is a 10. Okay, so it's 2 10s, it's 20. Between which two numbers should there be a comma? Now, you may not know this, but we normally group numbers in hundreds, thousands, 10,000, millions. Yeah. So we should have a comma between the 5 and the 8. What is 1,000 more? 1,000 more is 6,824. And what is 20 less? Pause the video, I'm going to give the answer. It should be 5,804. So the 2 should be replaced with a 0. Okay, on to the next one. What number is missing? What number is missing here? Pause the video. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. It's 30. Okay, what is this shape? How many sides does it have? How many angles, interior angles are there? And can you think of a shape that looks like this? So pause the video now. I'm going to go through the answers. So this is a hexagon. It has 6 sides. There are 6 angles. And a common object to think about for this, oh, this one's quite a tricky one. Some of you may have said a 50p piece. But 50p is actually a 7-sided shape. Maybe honeycomb that you see in the honey. Oh, yes, or a nut or a bolt. Okay, let's have a look at these cakes. What fraction of the cakes are circled? Pause the video, I'm going to give the answer. So first of all, we need to count up how many cakes we've got. We actually have 10 cakes in this picture. 2 of them are circled, so that's 2 over 10. Okay, or we could say 1 over 5. What is that as a decimal? If you said 0.2, you would be correct. Right, how many days are there in this month? We're in July. How many days are there? What date will it be next Tuesday? What date was it last Wednesday? What month is next month? And what month was it 2 months ago? Okay, pause the video, let's do the answers. So this month is July. What date will it be next Tuesday? It will be the 13th of July, Tuesday the 13th, next Tuesday. What was the date last Wednesday? The date last Wednesday was the 30th of June. What month will it be next month? It will be August. And what month was it 2 months ago? It was May. Okay, this is a pie chart. This is something you'll do in year 5. Have a look at it. You just need to figure out which was the most favorite sport, which was the least favorite. And if 100 people were asked, estimate how many people favored football. Pause the video, I'm going to give you the answers. So the most favorite sport was football, obviously, because orange is football, and that takes up most of our circle. What was the least favorite? That would be the one that had the least amount, which was yellow, and that's athletics. Now, if 100 people were asked, that's about 1/3 of the square. So you're looking at around 30 to 35 people, 33 or 34 to be more exact, chose football. Right, some word problems. Chloe got 24 presents from her friends at her birthday party. Mum and Dad gave her 6 more. How many presents did she get altogether? Pause the video because I'm going to give the answer. Okay, here you have to do 24 plus 6, which gives you 30. She only opened up half of them at a party. How many are still wrapped up? Pause the video because I'm going to give the answer. The answer is that she actually had to, you have to divide this by 2. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. She opened a further 10 before she went to bed. How many are left until the next day? Pause the video. The answer is that you have to take 10 away from 15. So that gives you 5. Ooh, here we go. Wednesday. Divide 90 by 3. The answer is 30. Which number is smaller here? It's the first one, 336, 336. Put these numbers in order from biggest to smallest. Pause the video because I'm going to do the answer. It's 121 is the largest, then 112, and then we go to 22, 21, 12, and 11. What is 141 take away 11? Pause the video because the answer is going to come up. It's 130. And what is 60 multiplied by 3? 180. Okay, read this number out aloud. It's 7,493. What's 10 more than this number? It's a bit of a tricky one, this one. You got to remember, hopefully you've had a go at it, but if you haven't, pause the video. 10 more. Now, if we add 10 more to 93, we actually go up to 100, don't we? Because we've made 10 lots of 10. So we have to exchange them 10 lots of 10 into 100. So our answer is actually 7,503. One less, nice and easy, that one, 7,492. 100 less. Pause the video because I'm going to give the answer. Is 7,393. 1,000 more, pause the video because the answer's coming, is 8,493. And 20 more is 7,513. 10,000 more. 10,000 more. We added 10,000 to this. So it'd be 17,493. What's the missing number? The number has to be the same for all. Pause the video because the answer is coming. It's 3. Yep, 3. Okay, here we need to figure out what the missing numbers are. So pause the video, have a look, and try to fill in what numbers are missing. So I'm not going to go through all of them, obviously, but at the top here, it goes across in ones as you move along. So 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Okay, you should notice that there's a pattern that these numbers all end in 5. So they're going up in tens. So this should be 65. This should be 85. Right? So it should be 65, 75, 85, and then you go up in ones going across. Try and figure out which of these shapes is the odd one out. There may be several that you think are the odd one out. Have a look at them and just think about, think to yourself, which one is the odd one out, and give a reason for it. For example, I may say that the triangle here is the odd one out because it's the only shape that has 3 sides. So, or it could be the hexagon because it's the only shape that doesn't have a right angle. So have a little think. Right, let's have a look at the gummy bears. What fraction of red? So you can pause the video. Yeah, so we've got 10 gummy bears in total. 2 of them are red, so it's 2 over 10. Now, what fraction are orange? Pause the video because the answer's coming. We've got 4 orange ones in total out of 10, so it's 4 over 10. Now, if we simplify that, we get 2 over 5. And as a decimal, 2 over 5 is 0.4. Right, for this one, you're going to need a ruler. Have a look at it. How long is it in centimeters? How long is it in millimeters? How long is that in meters? And how many millimeters are there in a meter? So pause the video and go through and work that out, because you may have different size rulers. For the last one, there are 10 millimeters to every centimeter. So there are 100 centimeters to every meter. So that's a bit of a clue to work that one out. Pause the video now, because I'm going to. Yeah, there are 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. Okay, here we've got a tally chart. Altogether, how many people traveled on public transport? How many people were surveyed? And how many people traveled by, more people traveled by car than bus? Pause the video because I'm going through the answers. So public transport is a bus or a train. So if we count them up, we've got 5, 10 plus 7 is 17. How many people were surveyed? We need to count up everyone. So we know train and bus are 17. And then bicycle and car, we've got 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 30 plus 17 gives us 47. And then we've got another 15 to add on. So that would give us 62. How many people traveled more by car than bus? Well, bus, we had 13 people traveling. And in car, we had 35. So the difference between 17 and 35 is 18. Right, there are 16 ducks and 5 swans on a lake. How many birds are there altogether? 5 duck leave. How many are there now? 4 more ducks and leave and 2 more swans arrive. How many birds are there now? How many ducks are there and how many swans are there? I'm not going to do Thursday because this video has gone on for quite a long time. So pause the video and I'll go through the answers with you now. Okay, so how many birds together? We've got 16 plus 5, that's 21. 5 ducks leave. How many do we have now? So 21 take away 5 is equal to 16. 4 more ducks leave. So let's take them away. We're now left with 11. 2 more swans arrive. Okay. So how many birds is that now? That's 13. And then how many ducks are there and how many swans are there? So we have, none of the swans have left. So we know that there are 7 swans left on the lake. The difference between 7 and 13 is 6. So there are 6 ducks left on the lake. Right, I'm going to stop the screen share there because I'm quite aware that this video has been quite lengthy. Enjoy your summer holidays, guys, and see you after the break. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.